All right, guys, it's your boy Infinite con el pelón over here, Don Chingon. Yeti, he wanted to be in the video. He goes, hey, put me down. Some of you guys requested it. So let's see, what is going down? What's been going down? He wanted me to make a reading, but you guys might resonate with it, okay? This is the ones he picked. So let's see, real quick. Yeti, tell him what's up. Yeah? Okay. So let's see, for the collective, for some of you guys, look at this, high value. Yeah, you thinking about your bitch, huh? Look, cold shoulder. So yes, some of you guys could be in separation. Big time, huh? These are big cards, man. I could barely even, I'm just gonna pick one, okay? How many, two? Look, high value again. And this one, it says right here, look at this. Opposites attract. Ooh, yes, look, the X. So for some of you guys right now, you could be in separation. Somebody could have, you know, they could have picked somebody else. And they could have told you, collective, you'll never find these, these nalgas better than mine. Woo! And if you could be a lady and the man told you, you're never going to find un machete like this that does it like, a certain way. This is for educational purposes, I got to say. But look, this person could have always been distracted. You could have been dealing, man or woman, however it may resonate. But this is about an ex. And, they were always distracted, right? Like I take them to the dog park and there's a particular chick, right? And they're always fighting. But he claims it. I see that. Anyways, so yeah, look. So there's an ex that is always was distracted. Maybe they were, on Instagram, hitting likes and all kinds of shit. And really wasn't paying the attention they needed. And, you could have said, I know vemos. Because they were lying. Half truth, half, whatever. However, you guys are about to step into a relationship. And it could be, opposites attract. And for some of you guys, it could be that the person looks nothing like your type, but he treats you good. Yes, bitch, he treats you good, right? Hey, what happened? And for some of you guys, it upgrades you, and it's you could be telling people, oh, it's because if you're a lady, I love him because of his heart, and people are looking at you. Are you sure? Or his wallet? Try that too. But it doesn't matter. This guy, he wants quality love. Now it could be the other way around. Your ex could be pissed because, you could be, rolling pinche dinero la vieja. If you're a lady, you could be, you just got a good job, maybe you work in one of those buildings in downtown or something, and then, people see you and it's not somebody that your family is used to. Maybe you come from a family of lawyers and all kinds of shit. And, one day you just, you happen to stop by and you find somebody that's hustling and it just, you guys gravitate, maybe both of you guys live on the edge. It's the way está así. Yes, look, hugging the block. Look, illegal hustle. And, this could even be, even a client that, he just got his mind sharp, he knows how to break it down, from a key to a one by, I don't want to even get on here, but it's educational purpose, eh? And you see something and people are like, how could these two people, that's the way God puts it sometimes, Now, for some of you guys are stepping into this energy. If you've let go of an ex, for some of you guys, an ex could have just dogged you and left you, and they could have just went with somebody else, and they're looking back and they did it de coraje, like jealousy, This is right here, my true love. And they might have not even, slept with the guy. Like if you're a male watching, cross watching, and it's like, that's my true love. How could you do it with? They were playing those games that nobody wants to play until it's too late. That jealousy kind of game. And you're like, man, my intuition. And for some of you guys, you could be, if you're a cross watcher, you could be like, you could be a bad boy, you could be, doing your thing. His tail's wagging, right? You're a bad boy. He's like, fuck yeah. And your intuition, like, what is eso? What's the intuition? Your chick could be saying that. Or if you're the woman and you could be like, nah, you know what? I have 2 or 3, like you could be a pimp, a woman pimp, Y las traes así, right? Okay, that's what he said. So you're like, no. And that's opposites attract. You're like, damn. And there's different beliefs and all that. People could think you guys are insane, but You know, you could be the man. You're like, nah, nah, nah. You didn't just go on a date. He fucker didn't have a shirt. And look at the way she's looking. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get you back, bitch. For some of you guys, you could have acá. She didn't want to, but she wanted to piss you off. And for some of you guys, I smell dick on your breath. Well, how do you know? I don't know. Look, they're pissed off. So some of you guys could be in that separation. And it could be the other way around. For some of you guys, I'm picking up, you know, this could be the man, and it could be a woman that, you know, that's looking back and they're like, fuck, I'm really fucking up. Should I do that or should I know? I'm not even supposed to be. You could, some of you guys, you could take advice from a different person, you know, a friend or something. Oh, to get over him, you got to get under another one and another one. And you're thinking about it. You could be losing a good thing. That's what I heard. Say, look, aquí está una mother. And this mother could have got arrested for some of you guys. Missing my bitch. This, for some of you guys, no offense, but your person could have a crazy ass mother who's influencing, man or woman. There could be a dad, and they're in and out of jail, and they could be, you know, sabotaging your relationship. Because for some of you guys, even though it was opposites attract, like this fucker, he wanted a fucking Shih Tzu, Ditsu. What are those little? I mean, behind this little puppy, right? You remember? You remember that little one? And he would be right there, and the lady was scared. Like, he's gonna eat my dog. No, the salabaco head, he's gonna fuck. Is it right? Yeah. You had one that was bigger right there, perfect size, and that one would rub her ass right in front of your nose, and then you, right? Tell him. Yeah, now you want to get up. So, see, look, he would be, this was crazy bitch, right? For some of you guys, this person, whoever you're dealing with, they're looking back and they see you how much high value or man or woman. In this case, it says woman, but a lot of you guys with this breakup, you didn't go a different route. This could have been somebody you had love for that you just like love at first sight, or it was just love the first time he put it in. It made you cry, bitch. Yes, look, you could have got pregnant. For some of you guys, be careful, it was blind love and it was somebody else's. You might find out, you know? And for some of you guys, I'm telling you, if you're getting that shit, people are telling you, you gotta go and get to your whole face. Not around this time. Do you know all the diseases that are out here right now is what I'm channeling. Look, for some of you guys, you can see this could be an ex man or woman. They thought they were all, like, some people get a little bit of money and they don't get it by working hard. They do it in a different way. Like, you know, when it comes to, you guys know, either divorce, whatever. They don't, or, you know, robbing banks. I don't know. For some of you guys, you know, just this person, you know, their head could have got real big. And if it was, for some of you guys, this could be one of y'all's sisters. Hell, it could be y'all paqueando con rodeos. And you're like looking back, because for some of you guys, the money got to them, and it could have been like a curse, you know. That pussy was popping, and then with money, you could get any man. You could have been going to the strip club or some shit like that. Like if you're a lady, you were going to both. You were making them. You wanted them. I don't know. You wanted him to see it. You know, the side chick came out. You had a side chick? Look, he's thinking. You were? Oh, la del vecino. That neighbor, look, he's all mad. Why you telling my business? Look, for a lot of you guys, you could have got readings and you discovered their secrets. That's why the fucker didn't come back, or the woman. Look, it says right here, bail money. For some of you guys, they could have been calling you. If this was a third-party situation, they didn't bail your ass out. You might have had to bail yourself out. And if the side chick came out, maybe only picked you up once, and after that, and this could have been, if this was a side chick, hey, this was your side chick, this could have been divine feminine. This is the one that God had put in line for you. No. For some of you guys, look, emotionally available now, they want to come to you. This could be a man, he's kind of in his feminine energy. I don't know about that, but, you know, for a lot of you guys, this could have been your twin flame, and they could have fucked up. Yeah, they said, you could have saw them as this, and you could be cross-watching. For some of you guys, you could be in this energy, and you're looking at your ex, and your ex is actually your twin, because look, right behind it says fake bitch. Look. And then you could be in this picture and be with this person, but this person lays down, and he's like, fuck, I really fucked up. I want mine. I want mine. And for some of you guys, look, police involvement. This, for some of you guys, you could be married. Or you could have been dating a cop lady. And you're in this energy, fuck, love. And if, for some of you guys, I'm not gonna lie, with this and this guy, man, he's crazy, right? Yeah, sometimes he has, you have, you know, when the thunder's running, he gets scared, you know, because they used to kick door right where you were at. Yeah, they were kicking door, you didn't even know, you know. They had wanted pictures and everything for you, right? But I had to tattoo him, you know, these black spots right here, right? Yeah, fucker, changed his name. Yeah, look, for some of you guys, music, you know, some of you guys communicate with music. And for some of you guys, you make moves with music. And maybe they can't decode it, but chingue su madre, you just send it right there. Yep, that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, so this could be. And then with the tarot reading right here, you know, and secrets. And I'm hearing that song. What was that song you like? I hear the secrets that you keep when you're asleep. Something like that. For some of you guys, look, there was a person, could have been a man, there could have been a woman, but I'm picking up on a woman. She could have been undercover. For some of you guys, it could be even a baby mama. You don't even know. You think that she works in the downtown office, you know, secretary for something, but no, bitch, she's you know, she's undercover. Yeah, look, court case. It's almost like that Superman, you know, but it's a woman. She could be out here selling dope, or hopefully not nalgas, and then she's coming home to you. But, you know, if it is, it is, you know. Some of you guys could be like, where do you get this money? Hortensia, what are you doing? Because it could be, you know, even if I'm hearing like the name China or something, you know. Why are you always going to court? And you're like, I don't know, but there's money coming in. Yeah. And for some of you, man, that's why you're like, man, I have a high value bitch, and that's my bitch. This person you could have known from childhood, I'm hearing. And then you guys hooked up later on, and you don't know really what she does. Or he, if it's a he, you know, he flies a lot or overseas or some shit like that. For the ones that ain't that serious in that part, it's just, you know, one of you fuckers, you know, ends up, you know, hitting the jackpot, you know. And it's almost like, that's my bitch. I'm telling you, look. And this, somebody's making money. And then the other one's pissed because they could have got married and the person had something. So there's a, how do you say? El que obra mal, mal le va. Like if you did somebody dirty, sooner or later karma's gonna get you. Look, my heart. Now this person is all like this. Ay, me duele el corazón. And then they don't even have somebody that's really gonna wipe their ass. Let's say, you know, they chose somebody else over you. A couple of years could have went good. For some of you guys, that person could have left you out in the cold, you know, and you know how karma works. Whenever God says, you know, my heart, I lost my heart, but you lost more than your heart. You could have lost your nalgas or your pecker. Look, there could have been a lot of drug abuse. For some of you guys, they could have accused you of that. For some of you guys, you have to pay karma. Even though you made a bunch of money like this, mijo, mija, you were still that bitch or that dude. Yeah, but look, todo se fue a la pinche court. For some of you guys, you could have been like me, like this in el pinche. I didn't even have a briefcase like that shit. I had chanclas. That's before I met you. Look, it's a spirituality, and that shit, when it hit, woo, boy, I'm glad God showed up. Some of you guys are on this level. Look, some of you guys could have had some fraud ass siblings. It's not just brothers; it could be sisters. Fraud ass. No. They could have been trying to hit up on your side chick or your side chick, this shady motherfucker or side dude. You know, you'll find out. Don't worry. For some of you guys, look, that's why I tell people. Some people don't understand. When it comes to trying to hurt somebody, don't do it. Look at O.J. Simpson. The fucker had pinchy money. He could have bought another chick, but the disrespect, who knows what he felt, but shame and guilt. You know, the poor guy, he was a fucking waiter. He was about to get hopefully he busted nuts, but with all sincerity, nowadays, it's harder for people to realize or to understand, and you don't want to put people in a position like that. Especially lying to them, you know, hiding their kids, just playing games, you know. that's not good. I don't know. I'm picking up on that. Look, domestic violence. For some of you guys, if this was in the dope game, imagine playing games. Some of you guys are finding out the other person went to the other side, or they made it look like that, you know? They stalked the shit out of you. Why? Because God. Some of you guys, because they played you dirty, they tried to do this. You have a new start. You have a new whip. Some of you guys a new crib. And they stalk the shit out of you. They look refreshed. Sex now. Now they want to have sex. It kind of looks like my picker. Little ass balls. Pinky little. Right? Hey, what are you going to sleep for? Okay, wake up. So yeah, so some of you guys look, and they're getting tarot readings. They want to know your next move. Who are you with? You know, are you buying fake shit or what? Are you faking it? No, God could have set you up. You could have went to jail. You could have been this could have opened up a big ass wound for some of you guys. You were abandoned as kids, and people don't really know your shit. You could have went in and out of jail. You were young. You just, you know, this not for all of you guys. You could be in this solitude. You know, you know, your mind wants to tell you love sucks, but you don't. You got a big ass heart, right? Right, cabrón? Right? All right. Yes, yes. Guáchale. Look, it says fake it till you make it. Right? So some of you guys, you had to start from the bottom. And it says right here. Oh, hunting. Some of you guys look hunting, or I can't read that good. I promise you, I tried as much as I could. I only learned so much. But I could play the fucking radio and make a couple of shots. Look, for some of you guys, they could have left you broke as hell. You like this, and you're like, fuck, and you had it all, bitch, man or woman. But they don't realize you were sent from heaven. For some of you guys, look, the police, if they were investigating you, it's like turn to this person. This person could have been acting like this, man or woman. And for a lot of you guys, you're gonna find out because they were acting weird. You were trusting, you were putting your life, you know, hey, if you had kids with this person, some of you guys, I don't even think you're mad. This person could have got pussy with man or woman, you know, dick with on a different person. But it was spell work with that tarot reading. For some of you guys, ooh, yeah. Some of you guys, you pray, you don't. Some of you guys know, pero look. And why God? For some of you guys, you're wondering, why can't I get clarity? God is not going to give it to you. You're going to have to go through a process to control your emotions. I'm going to close it up right here because that's what they're telling me. And it's part of the process. If they tell you, if God gives you the clarity right now, you would make a disaster, and it's not worth it. Where God has you going, man or woman or crosswatch or whoever, where God has you, you know, God's plan, where you're being directed, the tarot and sex, I don't know. Where God has you, pay attention. It's going to be greater. Yes, it's painful. A huevo. Bad influence. Look, you may feel like this, blindfolded, but when the time is right, the blindfold, God is going to put it on them. And if God shows you right now, you would react totally different. And I've learned to trust in God, because your mind is going to be playing games. And these people, like if they play games, you know, to try to put you in jail by doing some fugazi ass shit, you know, like some, if people knew, they would be, because you could have been scared. And when you put people in that position, especially with this, if it's a dope game or something, you know, and your mind is going crazy, and it comes to kids and you don't know where they're at, you could hurt somebody for no reason, and they're playing games. They wanted to put you in jail and take your shit. But look, for some of you guys, your psychic abilities, and you're like, your pecker wants to go one way, and the cards are telling you, no, bitch, you gotta go that way, and you fucking, it could be even a woman, I don't know, pero, you know, your urges are wanting you to go, look, that crazy bitch, and the people could be saying, and in the past, collective used to be like this, and now you're going crazy because they could have done magic. Yes, and you're gonna find out later on. For some of you guys, if you're a cross watcher, you're a guy, yeah, they could have done magic, and they could have shrunk your pecker, man, and you're like, fuck, God, this is not what you gave me. What happened? And you're telling God, and God is listening, and he's like, ay, and you're praying like, God, is it gonna be irreversible? Then por si, like, mine is like this, and then come on, God. and he's looking. You just gotta be patient. If it's a woman, you know, man, it could be look like fucking a forest, and you shaving, odor coming out of it, and you're like, fuck, I can't. And it's almost like God is going, no. If anybody goes in there and they're willing to go into this box, something's wrong. But it's for your protection, for both of you guys. I'm hearing. Look, you guys are gonna have to go into the water, do some treatment. The salt water is to purify. I don't know who needs to hear this shit, but look, new beginnings. Yes, and if they said, look, there's a new whip. For some of you guys, you're dealing with somebody, they can't even afford it, but they wanna presumir, they wanna show off. They're really like this, so there ain't no reason. You know, God, remember, I've said it in the other readings, God give it, and God will take it like this, fast. And some of you guys, because you have an ability to get back on your feet, and it's like you don't give the glory to yourself. I'm hearing you give it to God. And they hate it, your circle, your people. If these were friends that turn on you, you know, you could have been the plug. And they're mad because they can't get, you know, your connection. For some of you guys, you know, they're going to have to find somewhere else to buy the carne for the tacos, bitch. Look, the homies. For some of you guys, if you could be on a different level, you know. It's like the childhood, you could be healing. You want to bring an impact to this world. And for some of you guys, you could have experienced this. And God, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm channeling. For some of you guys, you could be seeing somebody going through this pain and everything, and it's almost like God saying, I want you to understand todo ese mugrero that you put out there, how it affects people. And for some of you guys, you could be seeing somebody going through that, and it could have been on top, medium, or just somebody out the blue. But I'm hearing a lot of people have died, even during pregnancy, over what? People killing over fucking shoes y todo. You know, this is some real shit, right? This is your war, huh? Yeah. Alcohol, drugs, and you already know. Yakira. Some of you guys, you wanted to make a change, and for some of you guys, your person turned karmic. You know, they felt like they were gonna go back to this, and that's why they could have turned on you. Lawyer, it says right here. Can you help me read this? No, you better look at your balls, man. Crazy. It says criminal something. Yeah. And you could be having this criminal thing, and maybe you didn't even have one, but for some of you guys, it's not that you my bottom bitch. For some of you guys, I'm telling you, there's an undercover in this. Yes, look, injections for some of you guys, be careful. You know, for the ones that don't know, sometimes the enemy will send you a badass bitch to destroy the camp and Troy or way. Look, under investigation. Something about injections. For some of you guys, if there was somebody that got sick, you know, it was purposely. And there could be under investigation. It could be over papeles. You know, could be something. Night Walker, look. Like, fuck, man, I was this close to getting my freaking papers away. And then they fucking se enojaron. No, ahora no te los doy. Fucking 2 weeks. That's not fair, right? Right? Fake it till you make it. Fuck it. So I gotta find somebody else to get married. Okay, guys. So is that it? Are you good? Look, these cards fell out. It says under investigation again. New baby mother. Some of you guys, I'm telling you, Night Watcher. Oh shit. Sisters. And heartbreaking. For some of you guys, you can have a sister that's having a hard time, and y'all are gonna force this person to do something they don't want to do, and it could really hurt them. And out of cruelty, they're trying to do it. For some of you guys, that already happened. Somebody is really hurt because man or woman, it could have been a brother, sister, mother. Instead of helping, and led them going into a wrong path. and inside them could have been even a husband. It says Black Widow. Could have been even, you know, a husband. Somebody, instead of helping them, they could have set them up. All they wanted to do was turn up this person, man or woman, if you're wondering, you know, could have been hustling, but they were mad. Maybe they got another girl pregnant and this person was mad. And I'm telling you, not all men, it shouldn't, there's no reason. It's not just men doing domestic violence, it's women, but there's no reason. And it's hard to say because everybody has their own life to live. But jealousy and people trying to own people, like, it's not worth it. For some of you guys, look, there's people, if you're in separation from somebody could have did separation spells. Like, who wants somebody a la fuerza? Like, oh, I want this person, or, you know, I don't want him looking. Some, you know, I'm hearing some ladies, there's guys that do spell work too. That's some gay ass shit, like joto ass shit. How the hell you gonna do? If you're listening and you're a guy and you did some fake ass shit like that to separate, or, you know, or to conquer a woman in that way, oh, that guy, get off the channel. No, man, like, to get him pussy up, like, come on. If you don't have that magic that God gave you, man, you karmic as a motherfucker. And if you're a woman, then don't do that shit. You know how to maintain a man. You don't have to put that pride up. Look, even if she's karmic, the way she's looking, sexy as hell, and when it's time to go, it's time to go. And just remember the good times, not the bad times. And guess what? God will reward you with another person, an amazing person, a new adventure. Some of you guys, I don't want nothing new. You want to be like the 64. No, bitch, te van a dar algo mejor. Or you might struggle a little bit, but that's part of your process. Look, if you're a man, you're right there. But man, I used to bang her. She was my high school sweetheart in the back of the 64. But bitch, you were banging other bitches in there too, and then you're crying. You know, for some of you guys, look, some of you guys, you got your money on your mind, baby, and it's, you know, you got the fucking neighborhood sold up. Even your mama's like, yeah, bitch, what? Coming out the courthouse, they couldn't hold me down. You guys could be protected, and there's people that are protected, and you think because they do certain things. No, God rules everything. The devil takes orders de Dios. So that's what I'm hearing. So somebody's pissed off because some of you guys got new love. That's where we're gonna end it. Yes. Somebody's eyes are gonna go like this. Yes. And if you're a lady, you're gonna be like, damn, that whole sausage is mine. And the guy's gonna be like, what are you talking about? Because this person could be hurt. I'm picking this up. There could be, and it's your divine masculine. He could be hurt. It's like you're a little insecure. You're looking at it. And this is same sex, but you're like, fuck, you're even feeling it. And you're like, God, oh my God, this fucker's gonna tear my shit up. But he's a little insecure. He's been hurt. You know, he's like, I don't know. Maybe he has to doblarlo and put it in and then pops up. But no, man, we all have issues, man. Nobody's perfect. Yeah, look, for some of you guys, you meet somebody that stuffs some shit in there to make them look big, and then you get home and open it up and you feel you like defrauded. You man, you probably run out. Like, what the hell is this? I don't know who I channeled that one. For real, good shit. Like, yeah, he had. Remember that one that you knocked off? That one bitch over there. There was a blue, like a blue pit, and Yeti just fucking, and he fucking started going right. But that guy's way. Yes, you remember? The lady was mad. He fucking humping fast. She wanted my number, and fuck, I was like, let me get my phone from the car, and fuck, we took off. Shit, I wasn't gonna pay for it, right? He gets me in trouble all the time. Okay, so whoever needs to hear this one right here, this is the fuck it. We're gonna just get 3, okay? Here's the first one. It says right here, codependency is a bitch, and may be influencing your relationship. Yes, man, let the brother breathe or the woman breathe. Y'all need to hustle both together, you know, unity. One more. I don't know, some of you guys look sexy as hell, and I just had to say it, you know, I'm a little blunt. Look, you look like this, and whoo, I feel like you're looking at me. Shit. Yes, ahí está mirándome. Yeti's over there winking. All right, it says, put your fucking heart out there and love without fear. I'm telling you that, man. You guys are running into a man and you pinche paquetote and you're like, what's wrong? And he's a little shy. This probably could, he may not be a person that really likes to get around. I think you should be happy. Some of you guys, you're gonna ride cowboy backwards. He can flip this and his eyes are gonna be like the heart like this. And you're really gonna make, you're gonna see how amazing, because for some of you guys, you've never had that love. Like this person's gonna love you like nobody else. So that's where it's saying no codependency. Don't fall into that shit, you know. Learn to both of you guys grow together with con la palabra de Dios. Some people think God is weak. Jesus used to go into, he was gangster. Who do you think he recruited? Con eso I tell you everything. He was gangster, man. Shit. I'll be tripping. I don't know who needed to hear that. Because some people be thinking, yeah, no, bitch, don't push me. Pinche spiritual whooping. But first I gotta ask my dad, yeah, can I love God, man. It's just period. It says commitment issues may cause some shitty challenges. Telling you, don't mess up. This could be, for my ladies, this could be a pecker of a lifetime. Yes, fucking 2 or 3 rounds. Some of you guys, I wait, just 2 fucking hour long, I heard. It says fears of deception or lies might have to be discussed in a respectful way. This is for my ones that want to do a reunion. I don't know about that, but for some, that's what I'm channeling. Example, I will leave your fucking ass if you cheat, lie, or deceive me. I didn't, you see what I mean? Some of you guys set your boundaries. I roll with this. Now, when I committed when I had my mistakes, I didn't be raspberry. I didn't sit there and bullshit. I know que this y this. No, I had to suffer the consequences. Thank God my dad showed me, mijo, amárrese los huevos. In English, that means tie up your balls. God made me with big balls. I'm not kidding. So I was like, fuck. And I had to assume the responsibilities. Did it hurt? Yes. You know? And you learn from there. Some people don't learn and they keep doing the same shit. That shit hurt. It hurt a lot. So some of you guys sit down and when you feel something off, your intuition is telling you something's not right. Like some of my ladies, even men, it's like, fuck, if it ain't getting up, and it usually gets up, your pecker is smelling. Hey, there was an intruder in this bitch. For my ladies, the same thing. You fucking smelling. Wait a minute, come here. Why are you jumping in the shower? Ven para acá. Or, you know, my ladies, you could be like, hey, what the hell's going on? ¿Dónde andabas, Rosalío? ¿Dónde andabas? No, se levantaba, you know, and there's something up and you could feel it. Talk to them. Hey, if this is what's going on, and that way you could be prepared and you don't have to fight. A lot of us, we didn't, because I'm picking up there's a lot of immaturity and we got to teach the kids how to control their emotions. It says you had a past life with this person. Deja vu. Moments are going to happen. So some of you guys could be repeating that. So if you hurt a person during a separation or whatever happened, you know that's karma. What you do, it's going to come back to you. It might not be with that person I'm hearing, but it's going to be with somebody else and you're going to have an aha moment like, fuck, I did them dirty. And it could be more, harder, I'm hearing, 10 times. So there's people that, no, they want me to keep it there. Yeah, because there's some of you guys are dealing with somebody that don't take accountability, get zero contact. I don't want to talk to you. They don't want to apologize. That's immature. That's karma. That's major karma. And man, the way life is happening right now, we're here to learn and grow, you know, and teach our youth. It says, love them unconditionally, and you will experience the best kind of fucking love. I don't know. Somebody needs to hear it. Some of you guys are like, I know. I'm not falling in love no more. And you know what? I don't trust men and this and that. I'm just going to find me a chick. But the chick bringing a pinche dingaling, this big plastic. Of course, you're going to bust a nut. That fucker, it's not human. It's plastic. She's going to be pounding. But it's not the same. God is telling you, I got one ready for you, Ira. It looks like a turtle pops out and comes back, but it feels good and natural. Pinche vieja está atrás allá en chinga. It's plastic. A huevo is gonna last. I don't know if we need to hear that. It says, open your heart to the highest, I was gonna say bitter, expression of love. You cute little shit. And you know, some of you guys, you miss an ex that used to talk to you like that. Like, I remember one time I estaba pinche en chinga peleando. And I said, mira, don't push me. Cause te voy a golpear. Oh yeah, you're gonna hit me? Yes. And the kids were there. I was like, yes. Did you guys hear that? I said, I'm gonna hit you with these juicy ass lips of mine. Ass. And you know, and playfulness. No, I never hit. I told her with my lips. And it breaks any kind of anger. One of you guys has to be the bigger person. You know, yeah. And with my lips was first, and then gonna pinche machete, pinche 3 rounds. But yeah, somebody misses you, and there could be somebody that regrets. You could be already gone. You could be, you guys, your childhood came in, so it could be somebody from the past, like a long time ago. It says your core values similar. Are your core values similar? Ask the hard fucking questions and seek out answers. So I'm picking up on you guys. It's 43 minutes. Whoever needs to hear it, whoever is gonna be blessed. Kiss and make up. Mistakes happen. Look, it doesn't matter who fucked up. So some of you guys, you're gonna be led by God, whether you like it or not. And some of you guys, it's your relationship could have went through a breakup. It's so fresh right now that if you put your pride to the side, mira, God is telling you it's savable. Speak your fucking mind and let them do the same. Repeat often for success. I don't know who needs to hear it. Some of you other people, they might have clicked off and they said, fuck that, infinite. But this is for you guys. See, God blesses you guys. Sometimes when you guys break a generational curse, it brings you back. Like Osana or something like that. He married a prostitute. And anyways, and there's a blessing behind it. Now, God knows he's not going to put 2 people back together when they were shy. I mean, who knows? They say go to God for that. But for some of you guys, look, it says it takes 2 to tangle and 2 to fuck it all up. Tango is more fun. And I heard butt naked. Yes, for some of you guys, look. Y'all used to run butt naked everywhere. Your kids could have been knocking on the door. Papi, what's happening? Why is mommy up? Y'all just were nasty like that. Some of you guys, your parents, I know my parents is calientes and like a motherfucker. Yes. They'd make us be downstairs and shit. Y arriba, down, like my younger siblings, they'd be like, what's that? Like, oh, they're playing the cucaracha or something over there. Oh, I want to dance too, Ivan. But for some of you guys, yes, something about that. Y'all were very sexual. It says your relationship will be influenced by children. What did I just say? Remember, adults are just outdated children. That's why I healed that inner child. So you guys have a big surprise. It says, calm the fuck down. The drama is temporary. And open your heart to the highest expression of love. You cute little shit. So guys, I'm gonna close it out with this. For some of you guys, get ready. If you're freshly separation, man, I would fucking call them right now. Hey, we need to talk at the fucking coffee, because y'all could lose somebody from depression, suicide, you know. They could be feeling they lost it all. You never know what the person, especially a man, you don't know what they're going through. We hold our feelings, and it's hard. And if we are vulnerable and you don't give a shit, it'd be hard for us to open up again. So so that's what I got for you guys. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment if this is you. Claim this energy. I don't know, but this is good blessing. It says stop thinking about your ex. For some of you guys, time to shut that fucking door forever. And like I said, take it to God for that. Spiritual or religion beliefs are best viewed with an open mind, or just shut the fuck up and love them for who they are. Yes. All right, Yeti, anything else you want to tell them? Anything? Look at the camera. Look. Nah, he doesn't want to look. Andale, look. All right, guys. It's been a terror 888.